Hello, welcome. Today's video I wanted to do a no makeup look perfect for summer. Here in South Florida it's perpetual summer, but the official summer time or the summer season starts in less than a month. So I wanted to create a look that will be nice and light and very natural looking, but perfect for summer. And I'm incorporating some new items and items that I've used before, so it's going to be a fun kind of a get ready with me, but using perfect makeup for the summer season. So let's start. I have nothing on my face, just my skincare. I'm going to start with sunscreen. Very important. Sunscreen is important all year, no matter if it's rain or shine. It doesn't matter. I wear sunscreen every day, and even in artificial lighting or the computer lighting, the blue light does affect your skin, so you need sunscreen all the time. So what I'm going to wear today is a very light sunscreen. It's the Unseen sunscreen from Supergoop. It's one of my favorite sunscreens. It's the one that I use the most. I'm going to put a healthy amount in the back of my hand, about a quarter size. And I like this one because it goes on clear. It serves in a way like a primer, although I am going to use a primer today. I'm going to test a primer. And it's very light and it smooths your skin and makes it feel really, really soft. I'm loving Supergoop lately. Like all the products I've tried from them, I love. So this is one of my favorite ones. I'm also planning on taking my passport photos today, so I want to keep it as natural as possible, but still look good because that photo is there for like 10 years. Okay, make sure everything's covered a little bit over the lids, the ears, and if you have any excess, you could use it on your hands, the back of your hands or your arms as well. It's very light, like you feel like you have nothing on. Okay, I'm gonna wait till it dries and we'll go on to the primer. Also important for summer, all year, but especially for summer, to stay hydrated. So I'm always drinking water. Alright, let's move on with primer. I'm going to be using it for the first time. The Sisley-Paris Double Tensor Instant and Long Term. I got this recently in a recent haul. I'm going to be using a few Sisley-Paris products today. I'm going to put some in the back of my hand. Maybe a little bit. Let's see, 3. This is made in France. It's 1 fluid ounce. And shelf life is 12 months. It does have a scent, but like very fresh. I like it. So I'm going to get some with my fingertips and apply it all over. It is stored really fast, really quickly. And it has a slight stickiness to it. But I like that because that way I guess it grips the makeup and it makes it last longer. So make sure it's really in there. I like it, really light. And it's Sisley-Paris, so you know you're getting skincare benefits as well. Alright, moving on with the next step, I'm going to stick with Sisley-Paris for the foundation. I'm going to be using the Cushion foundation, which is my favorite. I love this foundation. It is the Photo Blanc Le Cushion. I got the shade Swan 00C. It does come with a puff. I've used it a few times. And this is what the product looks inside in case you haven't seen it. I'm going to pick up some with puff and then I'll blend it out with my Beekeeper 101 brush. You don't need a lot to cover your whole area, and it's a very light, refreshing, beautiful foundation. It's mask proof. I've tested it out. That's what it claims, and it's true. I've tested it out. It's mask proof, sweat proof, everything proof. It doesn't sink into my pores. It just gives you like a kind of like a filter look. It's a gorgeous foundation, and again it has skincare benefits, so it's doing really good things for your skin. I don't think I'm going to use my brush today because it's applying really well, really nicely. I'm just trying to make sure that it's, you know, synced in, so I push it in a little bit. I don't streak down, I just push it in. Especially on the areas where I have like little fine lines. And my nose area, which is my problem area. But you see, it doesn't cake up here. It's just beautiful. And then it doesn't really accentuate my texture or my pores. You see now side by side what a difference. It is buildable. You could always go back and do a second coat, but if you know me, if you see my channel, my videos, you know that I don't go for medium or full coverage. So this is perfect coverage for me. And although it's not full coverage, it does cover my red spots very nicely. So it's a perfect cushion, a perfect foundation for summer in my opinion, because like I said, it is sweat proof, mask proof. Here in South Florida, in Florida in general, and in a lot of the other places, there's no mask mandate, but there are still places that require you to wear a mask. And when I'm around a lot of people, I wear a mask anyways. So this is a good foundation for that. and it is hot. It's in the summer. It's hot. Well, it's hot all year, but mostly it's hot in the summer. So you need something that is sweat proof. Alright, foundation is done. Let's move on with concealer and powder. I'm going to stick to Sisley-Paris. I'm going to be using the Stylo Lumiere. First time I use this concealer, but I think it's going to be perfect. With the applicator, how cute. It's like a little puff. And let's twist this. It is, I said it was, what's it called? The Stylo Lumiere. And I got shade 1. Okay, you have to twist it a few times, but there it is. It's coming out on the top. I'm going to use my finger. It is very creamy. Very nice. Gives me a nice coverage. And it doesn't look like it's going to crease up. I am going to test it and let you guys know in a pinned comment if it does stand. I'm going to be wearing it for about 8 hours. In the heat, in the weather, in the summer weather, I mean in this hot weather. I'll let you guys know in the pinned comment if it does go through all day, because it is the first time I wear this concealer. It's more like a brightening product. It's not really a concealer, but I'm gonna use it as such. Alright, I don't necessarily need it, but I'm going to wear it because I like it. I'm gonna put on some of the Sisley powder. Here it is. It's the Phyto Poudre Libre with the loose face powder with hibiscus flower extract. I got the shade 3 Rose Orient. It is a messy powder, I gotta say. It is very messy, but it's, when you put it on, it's really nice. It just gives you like this filter effect. So I'm gonna, I kind of shook it a little bit so it could go to the top, and I'm gonna lift the top. It does have an applicator. You see, it's kind of messy, so you gotta be very careful. But I promise you that it's a really nice powder. It is a soft applicator, which is nice. So there it is. Powder is on. Yeah, I'm gonna do the eyes next. I wanted to use today from Sisley-Paris one of the liquid eyeshadows. I already used one of them before, and then I got 2 more shades, and this is one of them. And I like this shade because it's like a peachy, kind of a rose gold kind of color that I like personally. So I'm gonna put this on. Let me swatch it in the back of my hand so you guys could see it. What I like about this liquid eyeshadow, I did a review about the other shade. If you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna put the link at the end. I did a review. I used it, and the reason why I like this because even though I've had bad experiences with liquid eyeshadows, specifically the one from Chanel, those didn't work for me because they would take forever to dry. So I could never apply it well, and since I have hooded eyes, it will make a mess. Like, it will go up here. It didn't work for me. But these dry up, I wouldn't say too fast, just the perfect timing, enough for me to build it up if I wanted more intensity, or it gives me enough time to like blend it out and all that and apply it correctly. So that's why I like this liquid eyeshadow. It works for me. And this is a really pretty shade. I'm gonna just put a little bit and then spread it out with my finger. Again, the drying time is perfect. It gives me time to do whatever I want with it, but not too slow that it will take too long to dry, and then it will just crease up and do a nasty gunk on top of my eye. So I'm gonna spread it all over the lid because I'm just gonna do a simple summer makeup today, and I am taking my passport photo, so I don't want to put too much makeup. Just very light, just a shade of color, and that's it. So I'm gonna go back and put a little bit more because I want a little bit more intense. I know with the finger you might lose some of it. I'm gonna let it dry for a few seconds so my finger won't pick up too much. I guess you could always use a brush, but I don't know if a brush is going to pick up more product than my finger. Just to test it out to see, I'm gonna pick up a Beekeeper A505 brush, which is like a kind of like a concealer brush, very flat, and see if it applies more intense or differently with a brush. Because with your finger you might pick up too much and then you lose product. Okay, I think that's better. There you go. It's just like a wash of color. Wait till it dries up. I think I'm gonna do my mascara now, since I have to wait till my eyelids dry a little bit, I'm gonna do my mascara, and then I'll do the, you know, the rest of my face. I'm gonna use the Chantecaille Faucisse Lash Mascara. It's a very light mascara, but it's very good for your lashes and make them healthier and stronger and just better looking lashes. So I love it. It's light, perfect for summer. And that's what I'm gonna apply now. Okay, so there you go. Mascara is on. For the skin, for complexion, bronzer, highlighter, and blush, I'm gonna be using Westman Atelier. The little mini pods, what are they called? I don't remember the official name, but this is a Face Trace Contour Stick, the Lit Up Highlight Stick, and the Baby Cheeks Blush Stick. The blush is in the shade Petal, and the bronzer is in the shade Biscuit, and the highlight is in the shade Lit. Let me just show you briefly, because these aren't new. I've used them before, but in case you haven't seen them, they're really cute. I believe that this is like the mini size. The full size are magnetic. These aren't magnetic, or the lids aren't magnetic. And the bronzer did mess up a little bit, but this is what the bronzer looks like. And then we have here the blush. And then we have here the highlight. I think it's perfect for traveling, and they're really good with melting into the skin. Let me swatch it real quick to show you guys. These products give you a natural looking look, and that's what I'm aiming for today. There's a contour stick, the blush, and the highlight. I'm gonna go with the product directly, and then I'll move it up with I'll blend it in with my finger here around the perimeter of my face. Let me do one side first, and I'm gonna get a clean finger. You could always use a brush, of course, but I like to use a finger when it comes to these type of highlighters. I mean, these type of bronzers and products. I'm going to start with my finger, and then I'm going to finish up with a brush. So I'm going to pick up my Sonia G Nikki Pro, blend it in. It's a very subtle bronzer. Very subtle, very natural looking. There you go. That's all I'm going to be applying today. I want it to look very natural. Now with the blush, I'm going to do the same, but a little bit higher here, and take it all the way back to the temple. I think I'm going to use the Sonia G Cheek Pro. It's a very soft look. And the best part is, one of the best parts is that it doesn't lift the foundation, doesn't mess up whatever you have under. I find that in the warmer months, it is better to have, instead of a powder highlighter or a powder blush, having a liquid or a stick complexion products. That way they last longer and they don't go with the sweat and all that. You could always go back and do more, but I'm going to maybe a little bit on this side. I'm going to leave it very light because, again, I want to keep it natural looking, and I also want to be very light for the photos that I need to take. Any excess just apply here over the bridge of the nose, and there you go. And I'm gonna go with highlight. With the highlight, I am gonna pick it up with my finger because it's a little bit wetter, more emollient, and then with my finger just apply it here. You see, it just looks like I'm naturally blushing, and I naturally have highlights on my face. I'm gonna get some and put it here on my brow bone area where the light naturally hits me. It's very subtle, like I said. I keep on repeating the same thing, but that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm aiming for. Something really, really subtle, natural looking. Alright, the next step I want to try is brow. I usually don't do my brows, but I want to try the new Tom Ford brow gel that is very raved about. This is what the packaging looks like. I've never used this, so maybe I shouldn't use it today, but I want to try it. I think I'll be able to do it. The wand is pretty small, so I should be able to manage it. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up just a little bit and start right here in the center. Oh, the shade that I picked up is Granite 05. So I'm gonna go lightly and kind of brush it here. I don't do a lot of things in my brows. I hardly ever do them. And then just take it all the way back. Just a little bit. I don't want it to look too dark either. And then here, I do have an area where it's not less hair growth, so I'm gonna fill it in and then just spread it out. I think it looks fine. Very easy to apply. It looks natural. I know one of my eyebrows is different than the other. I like it. It looked natural. Alright, nice. I'm gonna move in now with lipstick, and I'm gonna wear, I feel like wearing today this lipstick from Sisley-Paris. It's a shade Sheer Nude. Very light, very nude, but I think it's gonna be perfect for this look. This is the color that I wanted to wear today. The formula is so nice, so hydrating, so light. It's a beautiful color. I think I got all my bases covered. The only thing I'm missing to finish it off, I do have primer on already, but I want to put on some setting spray. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray because it's a really good setting spray, but it's also very refreshing and smells really, really nice. So let me spray some now. And the main reason why I'm using it today is not just because, not to set the makeup per se, because I know this makeup is going to last all day, but it's to keep my face refreshed and it doesn't mess up my makeup. So as a recap, the foundation I know that I love is beautiful, and the powder, the concealer or the Lumiere, the brightening pen, is actually really nice. The lids the color are still there. It's already dry. It's not gonna mess up. It's gonna last a long time. This mascara is one of my favorites. It keeps my lashes lifted for all day, and it's very good for your lashes. And the Westman Atelier face product, really pretty, natural looking. I love them because they're portable. I could take them on my travels. They're really, really nice, and it looks like it's natural, like I'm naturally flushing and naturally glowing. I like it. And the brow gel is really, really good. Very natural looking, and the lipstick is just perfect for what I am aiming for. This is the makeup that I would use on a hot summer day, and I hope you could gather tips and learn something from this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna leave links of everything that I've used today. I'm gonna leave them down below in the description box like I always do. Any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and if you use any of these products, please let me know as well. I want to know what was your thought, what was your intake, if you liked them or not. I want to know everything. Thank you for coming by to spend some time with me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.